Oh yeah, this is lovely. This is really, really something. Okay, so I'm down by the river Tauber, and there's been a massive temperature drop. We're in December, mid-December now, and it was quite a warm day today, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow and it's dropping probably below zero later on. So you have a mist formed on the river lifting up over this old beautiful bridge, and here you have one of the old farm mill buildings and the lights casting on there. The mist isn't as thick, you know, as you'd like it to be to bring out the atmosphere, but it's enough to get me out here in the cold, so I'll see if I can shoot anything. Okay, so we've got the old bridge here that stands just back from our hotel, and the mist has risen from the bottom up here. I do slightly wish the wind was blowing the other way, blowing the smoke across the bridge. Not the kind of picture I expected to be shooting coming to the beautiful town of Rothenburg in Germany. So I'm down by the river Tauber again, and there's a band of mist sitting just above the river, but just below the kind of hilltops where Rothenburg, the town, sits. And it's making for a nice kind of medium in between the foreground and background that I'm trying to frame up against this old mill barn. It's making for quite an interesting atmospheric kind of image. You'd think it was early morning as well, and the sun was coming through, but I suppose it is December, but it's almost midday now. You can just see the mist rising off the river there. What an incredibly unique Germanic scene this is, with what looks to be like an old, disused unimog, or similar, sat against the misty Bavarian hills. Wow, I love that. Still with the mist up there as well, that makes for an interesting image. deep Germany. Okay, I'm now within the town walls, the medieval town walls of Rothenburg, and this is a scene I've had my eyes on for a couple of days now. I've been here over the weekend and now it's Monday and it's a little bit quieter. I say there's like an entire coach party of what looks to be Japanese go by, but I'm glad I waited because there's some Christmas lights on and I don't think they've been on over the weekend. It's still very low light and I would love to have a tripod for this, but I'm going to do my best. So I think I found another scene here, which has caught my eye. Once again, it's not of the medieval, beautiful, world-famous architecture that Rothenburg is known for. It is in fact of a back street. I found quite a nice scene with this beautiful street light, which in its own sense kind of commands the image, but also this Christmas tree, which really draws my attention. So I'm going to try and frame up a shot now. It's very busy in Rothenburg. So all the markets are closing. I think they close a little earlier on a Monday compared to the weekends where they open a little bit longer. And I think I've managed to find an interesting, unique little scene. Now this scene's particularly nice because of the kind of spotlight lighting that I've got. Okay, so I'm 1,500 meters above sea level in the Alps, and very typical wind scene just off by the road here. But you've kind of got the low level cloud in the valley, if you can call it a valley, at the bottom of the mountain, and you've got the cloud at the top, once again separating the foreground from the background, which is quite a theme of this video. Nice. Completely frozen, these cobwebs. Making for yeah, so this sun is just melting the snow off the tops of the trees, and you can just see the steam. You can just see the steam rising off the tops of the trees. It's just beautiful, and it just makes a mist. I need to take this before all the mist is burned off. It's a misty morning, but the sun's coming through. It's supposed to clear up this afternoon. And the sun is just burning through the mist, so you have this band at the bottom sitting above the town. It's still there, but at the top you can just see the outline of the Alps, and it's interesting. If you saw it as a painting, you'd think, you know, where's the rest? When is it going to fill in the mid-ground? I did think there'd be more people around, and I certainly wasn't expecting to find a composition here. Lots of history in these hills. So here we have an old SS watchtower. Just sits above the road here, which leads to Hitler's Berghof. And all provenance aside, I think it makes for quite a good picture. You've got still this band of mist below the tops of the Alps, and you've got this sun coming through, which is just catching on the snow of the trees and making a beautiful outline. Yes, I'm going to try and capture the reflection here. It's just beautiful. It's just an absolutely stunning little scene. There's just two little mist clouds rolling in as well, which is beautiful. As soon as I don't have a tripod and I'm still kind of handheld, I'm going to go as low with the shutter speed to make the water even clearer, stiller as I can without bringing shakes in. We also have an aeroplane going above, which is a bit annoying, but I'll wait for that to go and then I'll roll off a few shots. This behind me is an interesting one because everything in my photographer's instinct, if you can call it that, if I have one, is telling me it's a bad photo, aside from the obvious fact that it's a beautiful landscape. The kind of technical details, the front on sun, just lighting everything flatly, plainly, but there's something about it. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Time to get the Reeboks a bit wet. This mist is crazy. It's just this band of mist, it's just absolutely beautiful. I was not anticipating this. How far do I go? That far. Kids sledging over there. I don't know if my camera can pick it up. It's crazy. Through the mist. Wow, the mist is so thick. I'm in a small village called Maria Gern. Quite a postcardy kind of image of the church on the side of the winding road, and in the background you've obviously got the Alps looking into Austria. I was kind of hoping that we have a bit of light on the church, but I'm not sure we're going to be that lucky. I'm lucky enough in the sense that there's a gap in the clouds big enough to see the Alps behind, so I'm going to shoot it now. The church itself inside is beautiful, very Germanic, Catholic. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, this is lovely. This is really, really something. So I found a lovely little rural scene here. What looks to be an old kind of woodworking shed and log store. God knows how old it is. And then you add in the alpine crystal clear water coming down in the stream in front of the image in the foreground. And the little spruce tree growing off the roof. I don't know, there's something about it. I think it's worth capturing. There's no real foreground, there's no real background. I mean, there is, but it's also compact. You have the stream in front, the shed and the hill face behind, and it's just kind of like a painting. Like I'm not sure how to explain it exactly, but that's just kind of what I'm getting from the image.